Salut à tous les amis, aujourd'hui on va se retrouver pour une nouvelle partie sur Scarlet Nexus. On s'était arrêté ici la fois dernière, on était retourné un petit peu en avant, enfin en arrière pardon, juste après avoir sauvegardé, après qu'on ait combattu un espèce de boss chien bizarre là, un espèce de colosse glacier. On a mis quand même plus d'un quart d'heure pour le battre, hein. Ça a été assez compliqué. Et là, on va continuer directement vers la suite de l'aventure. Donc c'est parti, on s'était enfui de la zone parce que bon, on a déclenché une alarme, c'était un truc pas possible. Et là, on continue pour aller sûrement rejoindre nos coéquipiers. Donc c'est parti, je pense qu'on devrait les rencontrer dans cette zone, en espérant qu'il n'y a pas d'autres boss. Mais normalement, ça devrait le faire. C'est parti.
They're here. It's all of Kasane platoon.
Kasane! Looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Hey, Kasane. You're not going to try and kill Yuito again, are you?
I already told you. She was the one that saved me.
I know. But I want to hear her say it.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on assumptions. It took me too long to come to this decision, and I apologize for that.
Something's different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but please hear me out. I tried to kill you because I was asked to. By you. 50 years in the future.
Me? 50 years in the future? What are you talking about?
I completely understand how you feel. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, there's no way I would have believed it either.
Do you remember when Captain Seto died on the Kunad Highway, and we saw that strange sight? My time travel power, the red strings, activated. Then we jumped 50 years into the future.
What? You went to the future?
Red strings. That's right. You said you have dreams about those.
It wasn't a dream. I have the ability to travel through time. A power called red strings. And Yuito, apparently you have the same power as well.
What? I know we both use psychokinesis, but that's not what you're saying.
It seems you understand these red strings a lot better than the rest of us. Just where did you get that knowledge? Was that from the future too?
Yes, it was. We saw Yuito in the future. He told me quite a lot.
He also asked you to kill me.
Right. I'll tell you everything I learned in the future. That should answer everyone's questions.
Who should I ask first?
The power we both have is actually gravikinesis. It just looks like psychokinesis. When that gravikinesis becomes strong enough to travel through space, I had no idea about that either.
It was when Kasane used the red strings that the Kunad Gate opened. But when her power activated, it resonated with yours, Yuito. On top of that, the gate seems to be slowly expanding.
At first, none of us could believe what we had heard in the future. We got some news in Seiran, then a bunch of stuff happened, but I have to admit, it's gotta be hard.
The thing that appears when the red strings are used is like a device to time travel. That's apparently what the Kunai... Normally, it appears only for an instant and disappears immediately, but this time, left open like that, the gate will eventually swallow the world.
In that world, the Kunad Gate was much bigger than it currently is here, the end of the world. It seems that in that future, the gate had expanded so...
The Kunad Gate will disappear if Yuito dies. That's what future Yuito said.
That just can't be true.
It was already too late in the future. which is why he asked me that favor. He wanted me to kill you in the past, so the Kunad Gate could be eliminated before it got too large.
So my power affected the Kunad Gate. I've had a bad feeling since listening to that vision in Togetsu. I can't believe I was right.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
That's not true. The you in that time was great, and you right now is special too.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better. I'm proud I have the same power as you.
That reminds me, how is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting by. I told you not to worry. Alright, we should exchange intel.
Then first and foremost, we got some questions. Especially about Kyoka.
Yes, of course you would.
Kyoka, are you one of the design children from Togetsu?
Yes, I'm a clone made in Togetsu. My genes come from the founder of the Togetsu faith, Dr. Hitoyo Pope. The city is filled with chosen psionics, designed from the same genetic data as me. We are the children of Togetsu.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
What? That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough. Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this decision myself. But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do, and I thought it was best to trust her. If I trust Kasane, then I trust the people she does.
Shiden, there's no need to get so riled up. You know very well this is the kind of person Yuito is.
Yeah, I just remembered how stupid he is.
Hey, Kasane. If Kyoka is one of the design children, does that mean you are too?
What? What are you talking about?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same face as Kasane's.
Yes, I probably am.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this. Care to extrapolate?
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
You're very kind, Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry about it. And thank you.
You're so nice to her, Kasane.
Really? I wasn't trying to be. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask about?
Yeah, there is. If you know anything about humans coming from the moon, I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
Huh? Did you hit your head or something?
Oh, so you guys don't know about this?
Wait, what he said is true?
Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I honestly don't know if we should really believe all of it.
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Yes, that's indeed what we were taught. But if that was also part of the conspiracy, then...
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
What do you mean, Kagero?
Tsugumi, don't look at me like that. I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
Kagero, there's a lot I want to ask you. But for now, tell us about history as Togetsu sees it. Do all Togetsu believers know this?
Right, about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kagero?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
Get real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
Hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth. The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this history?
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back in time.
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous. I don't know how to take it all in.
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that, although it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
Let's suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran. If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here, trying to survive.
Kagero, why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk. But whatever happens, I'm not going to sit back and let them get away with erasing this history. I left my family on the moon. I won't let them take her existence, too.
Kagero means it. I can tell. It's been a long time since I've seen him like this. So please, trust him.
Tsugumi.
Tsugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her judgment. Besides, I have a feeling you trust him already.
Yeah, if Tsugumi trusts him, then I trust him too.
And if Yuito does, then I do too. Of course, I'll kill him if he betrays us.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
If we're going to believe Kagero, then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. and then figure out what we can do knowing that.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can do, but it's too much for us to handle alone. We need someone who can move nations.
Are you going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
Even so, we have to. That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing, though. If they know what Togetsu is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
What if we asked Seiron for help? If they know about the Togetsu threat, they might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiron should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists and their history. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiron. Now we're finally after the same thing.
Let's do our best.
I didn't think we'd find out so much in Togetsu. This is all so unexpected.
All we did was go to Togetsu, but it felt like such a long journey.
Good work, everyone. That was a lot to take in.
It's a bit difficult to accept it all. But I'm glad we know now.
The world we normally see is so small, but our horizons have expanded. And now it's clear that there's another world out there.
I'm glad we're on better terms with Kasane, too. That's one less thing to worry about.
Hey, everyone. About the Kunad Gate.
How your power is affecting it?
Oh, Haruka let me see Seiron's investigation into it, but the results were the same. At least we know it really is, well, getting bigger.
What if Yuito doesn't use his power? If he avoids combat, for instance?
No, I looked at the Kunad Gate investigation papers as well. At this point, I couldn't really find a link between Yuito's specific actions and the gate's expansion.
What? So it doesn't have anything to do with Yuito?
No. You could say that just the existence of his power is affecting it. It's pretty much safe to assume that the gate will continue to expand as long as Yuito lives.
Right.
I am sorry for how that sounded, but it's probably best that you know since it does concern you.
No, I'm glad you told me. Nothing will change if I try to ignore it. If it's like you say, then I don't need to worry about staying out of fights, do I?
We do not know all the details about the Kunad Gate, but I think that is correct.
What are you thinking, Yuito?
I want to ask you all a favor.
What is it?
After hearing all that in Togetsu, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think that killing me was the only option for us now. But there's still things I need to do. Things I need to learn. We can never say for certain that there is no other way unless we search for one. Just like we didn't know about the moon until we went to Togetsu, there might be a way to stop the gate that we don't know about yet. I'm sure Kasane had the same idea, and that's why she stopped trying to kill me. So, I want you to help me think of a way to get rid of the Kunad Gate.
You had me a little anxious for a moment. Of course we'll help you.
Gemma's right. That was the plan all along.
Don't forget about my info network. I'll find out even the most secret information.
This isn't just your problem. No matter what's going on with the world, you have to remember we're a team.
There has to be a way. And I know we'll find it if we look together. We have to save both you and the whole world.
You guys... I thought you'd say that, but I guess I was a little worried. So... thank you.
Bon, désolé, hein, j'ai pas parlé, comme vous le savez, je parle pas pendant les cinématiques, je préfère que vous suiviez un petit peu les dialogues. Donc c'est parti, alors c'est une interlude maintenant, il y a encore du dialogue à faire, il y a 3 dialogues à faire je crois. Donc qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire déjà? J'en ai 5. Je peux débloquer celui-ci, ça devrait faire, effectuer... ouais c'est pas mal. Ok. Et après, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait faire dans cette zone? Oh, pour l'instant, pas grand-chose. Je sais toujours pas comment changer de costume de mon personnage. Normalement, c'est dans l'équipement, mais je vois pas. Pour l'instant, je sais pas comment faire. Je vois rien marqué dessus, là, en bas, là, mais... Fin de visionnage, machin, zoom avant, zoom derrière, bon... Pour l'instant, je sais pas encore, hein, ça fait plus de 10 heures qu'on est, 11 heures de jeu qu'on est dessus, et je sais toujours pas comment changer mon équipement. Donc on verra plus tard, hein, ça c'est pas grave. Je pense pas que changer d'équipement va nous rendre un peu plus fort, je ne pense pas. Après, voilà. Donc, ok. Tac, le groupe, je vais vérifier un petit peu ce qu'il y a. Bon, pas grand chose non plus. Ce qu'on va faire... Oui, d'accord. Ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va essayer déjà de sauvegarder ici. Déjà, pour commencer, comme ça on est sûr qu'on va pas recommencer tout le dialogue, parce qu'on a plus de 20 minutes de dialogue, donc voilà. Ok, sauvegarde, merci. Est-ce qu'on peut améliorer quelques petits... Enfin, améliorer. Acheter des petites choses. On a 9000 et quelques trucs. Tac, on va essayer d'améliorer peut-être. On va aller acheter une partie de chaque de ces objets là peut-être. Donc le marteau. Ouais, le marteau, ouais, peut-être pour la gamine, je sais pas. Je vais voir. Je vais fouiller un petit peu et on va voir ce qu'on pourrait améliorer. Tac. Les jeux, cadeau, d'accord, ouais, bon, ça, ouais, bon, pour l'instant, je sais pas vraiment ce que c'est, là, les matériaux, mais bon. Alors, je l'ai, tac, j'ai normal, remettre en tablette. Bon, on va sélectionner tout ça. Et voilà, on va acheter tout ça, et puis voilà. Très bien. Et là... Ok. Ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va aller faire l'interlude. On va discuter avec nos 3 protagonistes. Enfin, nos alliés. Et voilà, après on continue. Moi, je parlerai pas pendant les cinématiques parce que j'en vois pas l'intérêt.
Hey, there you are, Yuito. Have you come to request a lesson from the Master of Fun?
No. You said you'd be expecting me, so I felt bad ignoring you.
So you say, but you know you're ready to learn. There's no need to be embarrassed. Now, let's go to town. Really? Don't look so down from the start. If you want to have fun, you have to enjoy it.
I showed up like you told me to. I just don't feel comfortable having fun when we have so many other matters to take care of.
Listen up. This isn't just hanging out. This is a well-prepared, essential lesson to save you from imminent disaster.
Disaster?
There's a limit to how long you can live being that stiff. The more serious you are, the bigger the damage when it all comes crashing down. So, I'm not telling you to totally change, but some coaching on how to loosen up a little will definitely do you some good.
Alright, you win. And I guess I do need a break.
Okay, it's decided then. I'll show you all the best places in Seiron to have fun.
Huh? Hey, wait a second!
All right, next up, karaoke. What? Don't tell me you're tired already.
Ugh, I'm totally beat. You said all the best places, but I didn't actually think you dragged me all over town.
Oh, jeez. Let's sit down over there then.
Thank God. You really are used to this. You enjoy life, huh?
That's because it's a waste to not enjoy it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should learn how to be carefree like you.
Well, it's not exactly being carefree. And to be completely honest with you, life isn't really all it's cracked up to be. So, I enjoy life by escaping reality. I guess you could say it's a diversion to make me forget.
When you say it like that, it kind of makes it sound like today was a waste of time.
Sorry about that, but wasn't it a nice break?
I do feel a little loosened up.
Which means you need to escape reality sometimes. Especially someone like you who has to deal with a lot of problems.
What problems are you dealing with then? It's obvious you're trying to escape from something too.
I don't have any problems. I'm just the easygoing guy you know and love.
I really doubt that. Immigrating from the moon and living for 2,000 years here on Earth has got to be a roller coaster of a life. I'm sure you have a lot of memories, both good and bad. You must have a lot of stuff on your mind.
All right, enough about me already. We're here to relieve your stress today. Come on, next place.
Okay. He dodged the question. It's probably safe to assume that something really is bothering him. I can't even begin to imagine what kind of life he's lived. And I can't help but wonder what his true feelings are.
I've added new functions to version 1.1 of the Forced Break program. It's a system that teaches you simple relaxation methods when you enter rest mode. Now give it a try.
I didn't come here to test this, Arashi. Why don't you quit developing this program?
You came all the way here to tell me that? What a waste of time. You should have just refused when I invited you.
No, I think it's important for me to tell you this.
I'm all ears for your elegant speech, oh great one.
It's not like that. I just don't know about forcing a break through a program. There are easier ways to help people relax. You could offer to listen to their problems, or give them some advice.
I see. I'll have to explore those options. Why don't you tell me about your problems then, Yuito?
What?
I'm taking your suggestion. You have a lot of pent-up feelings because of all this hard work you're doing, right? So, out with it.
I don't know where to start. Like my family and brother?
Chief Sumeragi? That's a bit of a touchy issue.
Yeah. I had no idea he was involved in something like that. He even set me up as a traitor. My dad didn't tell me anything either.
I understand your confusion. Although I can understand why the chief did what he did.
Does that mean you approve of their methods?
I didn't say that. I don't endorse them or forgive what they did. However, the way they're willing to sacrifice their own family if necessary is something I can see myself doing.
Would you be able to do that to Major General Fubuki? You could sacrifice your own brother depending on the situation?
I would, but he wouldn't be able to make the same decision. For better or worse, he's still a child. You two are similar in that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Children think they can save everyone, but that's not how reality works. There will always be something that needs to be sacrificed. Grown-ups have to figure out the line to draw on what to give up.
I think you hate being that kind of grown-up.
Is that so? Well, you might be right. If I stayed a kid, I might be happier thinking I could do anything. Being able to selfishly slack off whenever I want is something a grown-up gets to do. Pretty cool, right?
No, grown-ups shouldn't slack off.
You really are so much like him.
Bon, la sauvegarde c'est fait. Je crois qu'il nous reste encore un interlude à faire et après on pourra continuer le chapitre suivant. Voilà, simplement. Comme d'habitude, je ne parlerai pas durant les petits interludes. C'est parti.
You're late again, but it's fine. I forgive you.
Thanks. So, what do you want?
I have some things to say about the way you fight.
The way I fight?
Yeah. I've seen you fight many times, and you have a lot of wasted movement. You're no longer a cadet. If you want to call yourself an OSF soldier, don't just flounder around. On the battlefield, you need to always be reading your enemy's movements and consider your next move. Use your brain.
So he calls me here to criticize me? What the hell is he thinking?
Hey, are you listening? I'm spending my precious time on you here.
Hang on. I don't really know what's going on. Why did you want to talk?
Because you helped me before, however slightly. I'm returning the favor by giving you some advice.
That was advice? Sounded a lot like you were making fun of me.
What? You can leave if you don't want my advice. Thought you'd want to get stronger.
He's annoying, but he has been in the OSF longer than me. If he really wants to help, I guess I'll listen. All right, I'm all ears.
A wise decision. You can't win without hard work. Though I'm sure that doesn't make sense to someone who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
He can't stop with the insults. I bet he doesn't have any friends.
Back to the subject. I told you to read your enemy's movements, but it must be hard for an inexperienced rookie to do that. Instead of relying on hazy knowledge, it's better to work on reaction time and calm decision-making skills.
I see.
Unfortunately, you lack both right now. It's a miracle you're still alive. Was it incredibly good luck? Or was it your teammates? If you don't want to die young, you need to get better.
I listened to you and all you did was insult me. You hate my guts. Any reason why?
What? I go out of my way to help you, and you think that's an insult?
Come on, that last bit was definitely an insult.
Fine. I'll tell you if you really want to know. I haven't liked you since the first day I met you. Since I was scouted, I worked for years to get strong. I've been near death more times than I can count. How could I like someone who was born in the Sumeragi family and pampered his whole life?
Who my family is doesn't matter. I'm my own person.
No matter what you think of yourself, everyone else only sees the Sumeragi boy.
That may be true, but that's why everyone was prejudiced against me, even though I worked so hard. But if I say that, Shiden will have a field day with it.
If you don't like it, you have to become strong enough to surpass your name. But if you can't listen to advice, it'll be impossible. The fact that a volunteer soldier like you made it into Captain Seto's platoon had to have been because of your family connections.
What?
Another thing I hate is those dolls you guys collect. That little pack-in or whatever. What's cute about such a weird little thing?
There are some things you just don't say. It's Baki, not Packin. That's rude to Baki. What's with you anyway? You're just spewing insults now.
What? You're the one who complained when I was just trying to give you advice.
That wasn't advice. It was just nagging and insults. I've had enough. I'm out of here.
Fine.
What's with him? Did he actually think that was advice? It's like he's made of insults. Next time he calls me, I just won't show up. Let's rest before we go back to Suo. Alright. We're going back to Suo, but they think we're rebels.
When we get there, do you think they'll send the National Defense Forces or the OSF after us?
Even if we do get caught, who says we won't be able to make a request to see the chief?
We'll most likely get our personalities rehabilitated before then.
I thought about it. And I think it might be best to say we want to see my brother right off the bat.
Yuito, that's bold.
I'm sure they know we've been all over, learning secrets. My brother takes the Sumeragi name seriously. I think he'll want to persuade me to join him. Now that I'm branded a rebel, he might expect me to come crying to him.
That's crazy.
I'm almost certain that he's waiting for me.
All right. But we should do what we can to prepare for a confrontation.
Yeah, I know.
I sure do hope Kaito hears you out.
It'll be nice to get some new information from him as well. There's probably many things we still don't know.
I agree. And he is the head of the OSF. So it is safe to say that he knows just as many secrets as the counselors.
I guess if that's the case, maybe it is worth trying.
What is it, Wataru?
No, it's just... I was thinking of ways I could support you from here. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Okay, keep up the good work. All right, let's head out to Suo.
state of emergency has been declared in Seoul. Civilians should evacuate to shelters immediately.
What's going on? There aren't any soldiers. No, they're just hiding. This whole area is surrounded by the National Defense Forces.
They're waiting to ambush the rebels. But something isn't right. They're definitely planning something.
Even if it's a trap, all we can do is go straight in. Let's head to the OSF headquarters.
Someone's coming this way. Is that...
Hey, Yuito. I missed you.
Nagi? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Just hanging out, you know? I'm here to clean the rebel filth out from the great new Himuka!
Is it New Himuka's plan to make us fight Nagi?
I won't do it. We don't need to fight. Nagi, run away with us. We'll find a way to undo the personality rehabilitation. If they can just change you like that, there must be a way to change you back.
What? I can't go now. The fun's about to start. I'm gonna kill you and rip out your brain! Brain? Maybe he's ordered to get Yuito's brain.
What?
Hey, Yuito. We're friends. You'd do me a favor, wouldn't you? Give me your brain! He's so strong. This isn't just personality rehabilitation. He's received some kind of power enhancement.
Damn! Why? Why is this happening? Do we have to fight?
Feel free to stand there if you don't want to fight me! I'm gonna cut off that ugly head of yours either way!
Bon, allez, il s'agit enfin, après plus de 40 minutes de blabla, un peu de gameplay, ça fait du bien. Allez, commençons, là c'est un petit boss, là, Nagi, on l'a déjà affronté précédemment, il n'y a pas très longtemps dans une vidéo. Donc là, ça devrait le faire normalement. Il est assez agile quand même, hein. Il est vraiment assez agile et il faudra faire attention parce que lui il rigole pas. Hein. Il est agile et rapide surtout. Donc oh, calme-toi. Allez, enchaîne. Allez, vas-y. Ça devrait le faire. On enchaîne avec le vélo. Boum. Arrête de t'enfuir. Esquive parfaite. Allez, vas-y, enchaîne-le. Ça va. Là, je suis déjà dans le rouge. J'aurais dû faire un peu plus sur de choses dans chez le marchand. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, frérot? Qu'est-ce que tu m'emmerdes là? Qu'est-ce que tu es en train de faire? Oula, là, d'accord, il lance des tornades carrément. Non, il n'y a pas de Akelyu, rien du tout, frère. Akelyu, rien du tout, c'est moi qui vais te flinguer, te faire rien comprendre à ta vie, je te le dis. Allez, enchaîne-moi cette merde là. Vas-y, voilà. Nickel. Allez, enchaîne-le, cette... Wow, esquive parfaite, nickel. Voilà, non, il n'y a pas de bip, laisse-moi tranquille, je suis en train de l'assommer là. Qu'est-ce qu'elle est en train de faire? Allez, mange. Allez, L2, direct. Allez, vas-y, voilà. Boum. Voilà, ça lui enlève une bonne partie de sa vie. On a déjà dépassé la moitié de sa vie. 8400 et quelques PV. Allez, attendez, tac, voilà, c'est bon, c'est ce que je voulais faire. Arrête ta tornade, frère. Arrête tes conneries. Arrête de nous emmerder. Il me lance quoi, là, des katanas? Non, pas les katanas, des... comment on appelle ça, là, les trucs voltigeurs, là, japonais, là. Je ne me rappelle plus comment ça s'appelle. Mais c'est pas des poignets américains, c'est... des nunchaku, voilà, c'est ce que je cherchais. Les nunchaku. Ok. Oh là, le tornado, là, il va se calmer, lui. Hein. Voilà, il reste 30 secondes à survivre pour cette technique, parce que sinon, je vais galérer, là. Hein. J'ai pas mon truc, en plus, j'ai pas mon pouvoir. Ah là. Mais ça devrait le faire, on esquive bien. Allez, boum. Oh, vas-y, voilà, parfait. Allez, on enchaîne. On enchaîne, on enchaîne. On esquive les tornades. On s'approche de lui petit à petit. Non, il m'a eu quand même. Allez, t'as pas un autre soin là? Ouais, bon, bref. Allez, aide-moi les gars, aidez-moi les gars, là-haut. Je suis tout seul. Ouais. Bon, ça va. Allez. Allez, mange le dans ta face là. T'en veux encore un truc? Mange. Allez. On va l'avoir. On va l'avoir. Oh, allez, aidez-moi les gars. Il est pas mal ton marteau. J'ai pris les marteaux à la petite gamine là. Enfin, non, le petit gamin, je crois que c'est une meuf hein, ou un mec, je sais plus. Il lui enchaîne pas mal avec niveau avec le marteau. C'est pas mal. C'est pas mal, je trouve. Voilà, c'est lui que je lui ai donné un marteau. Ok. Allez, oh là là. Arrête de m'envoyer tes trucs là. Faut s'approcher de lui, sinon je suis dans la merde. Voilà, parfait, parfait. Allez, il est bientôt fini là. Allez. On enchaîne. Arrête de me faire des conneries. Voilà, need help. Allez, vas-y. Allez. Enflamme-le. Allez, vas-y. Tu vas encore un coup dans la gueule. Et... ah merde. C'est bon, je l'ai eu quand même. Je l'ai eu quand même. Allez, dernier coup. Dernier coup, on esquive ces trucs là. C'est... aïe. Voilà, esquive parfaite. Allez, L2. Voilà, c'est bon. Pouf. T'es relou, lui. Ça va, parfait. C'était le dernier coup fatal. Boum. Parfait.
Damn. Why won't you just die, Yuito?
Stop it! There's no reason for us to fight!
Shut up! I'll kill you. I must have your brain.
What's wrong?
No. Shut up, don't tell me what to do. Stop. Yuito!
Nagi!
What is this? Why am I...
Nagi's brain. This is horrible.
Yuito! You can't move him!
Wake up!
Yuito...
Nagi, Are you... yourself?
Sorry. I didn't know what was happening. The voice said I had to kill you.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault. It was all the people who did this to you.
I didn't want to fight you. I tried to resist, but it hurt so much. They told me to kill you. That they'd kill me if I didn't. I was so scared. So I couldn't stop. There was nothing else I could do.
Every time he resisted, they sent him to personality rehabilitation. How can they be so cruel?
I'm fine, so don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to be afraid of their threats anymore. I'll fight with you.
Yuito, you're so... How did this happen? We were always together. Ever since we were cadets. We were finally OSF. In Seto Platoon. I thought we could still goof off together. I have to apologize to Captain Seto. But it's too late. I thought that when I died, it would be more heroic, you know? Going out in a blaze of glory, fighting another. Look at me. I'm no hero. Tell me. How did I mess everything up so bad? Hey, Yuito. If I was gonna die either way, what should I have done differently, huh?
Nagi. Nagi. No. You weren't wrong, Nagi. It was the country that did this to you. They're the ones to blame. When I didn't know what to do, you were the one who suggested we join the OSF. I said I wanted to save people, but I couldn't even protect you. I'm sorry. I will avenge you. That's a promise I can keep.
Yuito?
I'm fine.
I hate just leaving him there.
Yeah. We'll take care of him later. We have to go see my brother. He's a government official. He probably had something to do with Nagi waiting here to ambush us.
No way. You think Kaito would use Nagi to get at you?
I don't know. Either way, we have to meet.
The National Defense Forces are surrounding the path to OSF headquarters.
They haven't given up on capturing the traitors. They're probably no match for you, but be careful. Oh, and Yuito? Take it easy.
Thanks, Wataru. All right, let's head to OSF headquarters.
What's going on at OSF headquarters, Wataru? Wataru! Do you copy? Huh? Oh, sorry. You can keep moving, Yuito. Something's up with him. There's no one in front of OSF headquarters.
There aren't any OSF or National Defense Forces. What's going on? We haven't run into any interference since we got to headquarters.
They must have ordered everyone out. The only person in that room is Chief Sumeragi.
So, he's waiting for me. Just like I thought.
It'll be difficult supporting you going forward. Do your best talking to the chief.
You mean the network's going to get cut off?
No. I'll tell you why later. Just do your best.
Got it. Will do. Everyone ready? Here we go. Kaito.
I figured you'd come by. Yuito?
I wanted to talk to the new Himuka government about Seiran, so here I am. I figured since you're with the government, you'd listen to me.
Your safety has been assured for that purpose. I assume you want me to remove your status as a rebel?
Before we get into that, Kaito, there's something I need to ask you. Was it you that sent Nagi after me?
What if it was?
How could...
Unfortunately, he failed. We gave him so many enhancements, yet he was still a failure.
Don't say that about Nagi!
Yuito, I know how you feel, but...
It is awful, but you must hold yourself back.
Why, Kaito? Why did you do that? What did Nagi ever do?
He knew about the secret of metamorphosis, so he was rehabilitated. I'm sure you know all about that. He was the perfect subject for testing power enhancement on an OSF soldier. Also, he was exactly what we needed to tame you. That power of yours. New Himuka needs the special gravikinesis power you have. I thought you'd be open to the idea if we used your friend, but you really are irritating.
You did all of that to Nagi just to get my power?
I wouldn't have needed to do this if you had just done what the government wanted. If you had come to me as soon as you were branded a rebel, I could have taken care of it. You've always been like this. You do whatever you want without listening to my advice. You don't act at all like a Sumeragi. That's why Father never told you.
Tell me what?
That it's our destiny to fulfill the wishes of Yakumo Sumeragi.
Wishes?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to know.
Does it have something to do with the moon? Yakumo Sumeragi was one of the first colonists from the moon.
Where did you learn that?
In Togetsu. We went to Togetsu and found a lot of information that New Himuka is hiding.
You went to Togetsu? So that's where you disappeared to.
I already told you I want to talk. If we don't stop Togetsu, New Himuka will...
There isn't a single piece of information that comes out of Togetsu worth trusting. Don't tell me you've been brainwashed.
Who are you calling brainwashed? We looked into what we learned in Togetsu, and we think we can trust it.
Silence! You were just seduced by them without knowing Yakumo Sumeragi's noble purpose. I'll teach you some real history. We were sent to Earth, our motherland, in order to reduce the human population on the moon. Not only that, they created the extinction belt and sealed the colonists on Earth.
What? The extinction belt was created by the people on the moon?
Now you see just how diabolical the moon is. After much hardship, Yakumo Sumeragi created New Himuka and came to a decision that someday we would destroy the extinction belt and attack the moon. We inherited Yakumo Sumeragi's will, and we must exact our revenge on the moon.
Revenge? That's what Yakumo wanted?
Yes. It is our destiny to fulfill the Founding Father's wishes. It is that very reason New Himuka exists. Now you see what it is you must do. What your duty is as a descendant of Yakumo. If we use your gravikinesis, we can move the extinction belt. The time has come to open the path to the moon and get our revenge!
I don't have that kind of power.
It's possible if you connect to all the citizens through SAS. Even if it's just a normal person's brain, with thousands, tens of thousands connected together, your brain functions will expand exponentially. By connecting so many psionics, New Himuka's military strength will increase rapidly.
Connecting civilians to SAS? Ridiculous! Only psionics can endure that kind of pain.
Whether or not they can endure it is of no importance. The only thing we need are their brains. Actually, it would be best to eliminate their pesky personalities, and personality rehabilitation technology makes that easy.
Stop it! People aren't a means to an end, and neither am I. Kaito, it's stupid to get revenge for a 2,000-year-old grudge. I think what the people from the moon did was wrong too. They made the extinction belt. But do you really think it's right to force civilians into this?
That is the will of Yakumo Sumeragi.
Yakumo this, Yakumo that. He died a long time ago.
Yakumo Sumeragi is alive.
What are you...
He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now, he is waiting for his revenge.
Are you referring to cold sleep?
Just like Kagura.
I was shocked as well when our father first told me. And it was at that same time I realized the destiny that awaits. Grow up. There's so much you need to understand about what it means to be a Sumeragi.
Destiny? Who cares? Because it's a 2,000-year-old tradition? Because I'm a Sumeragi? That's just an excuse to stop yourself from thinking about it. I'll never be like you. I want to find the truth, evaluate it, and decide for myself.
You'll lose the honor of our family name.
I don't care. With or without the Sumeragi name, I'm still me.
What? Yuito. You... I didn't think you would be so unreasonable. I suppose all I can do is force you to cooperate.
I was hoping you'd listen to me, but I guess that's out of the question. Sorry, but I don't plan on getting caught now.
You are betraying our father.
I know I am. But I think Dad would understand.
Fool.
I have something important to tell you. Can you get to the safe zone?
Tell me what? All right, let's just get out of here.
We'll stand out if we hang around here. We should move to the safe zone.
There is no one around here.
What do you want to tell him, Wataru? Shouldn't we get out of Suo and rethink our plans for now?
No, I want to tell you right away. Everything the Chief just said, I was able to use the system to record the video and audio for all of it.
What? Didn't you say that recording was prohibited?
There are ways to get around that. It does, in fact, take a certain amount of skill, though.
That's so dangerous. If you got caught, personality rehabilitation would be the least of your worries.
We were all in danger, and I covered my trail. But yeah, it was risky, so there won't be a second time.
Oh, so you said you couldn't support us because you were focusing on that.
You recorded the conversation with my brother.
You're thinking about the keycard Fubuki gave you.
If we access Arahabaki, we can send the data to everyone in New Himuka.
Yeah, that's right. We can complete Major General Fubuki's mission. Then my brother and father's name will be dragged through the dirt.
Yuito.
I know your family's involved, but you're not responsible for the things they've done. I respect my commander's decision, and I'm ready to take on this burden with you. We're a team.
We know you have some hard decisions to make, but we all feel the same as Gemma. Allow us to help carry the burden.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, I'm not sure if destroying what my father and brother built is the right thing to do. But now I know the truth, so I have to act. I know this is something I need to do. Let's go to Arahabaki. We're telling everyone what my brother and New Himuka have been hiding.
All right, let's make this happen.
That's it then. I pulled up a route to Arahabaki for you. Major General Fubuki sent me the data earlier.
Thanks, Wataru. For that and the video. I knew we could count on our operator.
Just doing my job. Okay, I've sent you the location data.
Let's head there right now.
Allez, continuons l'aventure. Site secret, d'accord. Alors désolé hein, si je parle pas beaucoup, parce que bon, là, il n'y a pas grand-chose à dire. Hein. Il y a beaucoup de cinématiques. Hein. Je crois que c'est la première vidéo, la première grosse vidéo qu'on a fait depuis le début de l'aventure, où je ne parle quasiment presque pas. Presque pas. Allez, continuons vers le site de la pureté, je crois, ça s'appelle. Quelque chose comme ça. Donc là, on va atterrir dans une nouvelle mission, je pense. Hein. Enfin, une nouvelle zone. Pas une nouvelle mission, mais une nouvelle zone qu'on n'a pas découvert jusqu'à maintenant. Et on va voir ce qui s'y passe. De toute façon, on va bientôt s'arrêter à là, les amis. Hein. On va juste avancer dans la partie. Et on va trouver un point de sauvegarde. Et après, on s'arrête au premier point de sauvegarde qu'on va trouver dès qu'on arrive. Hein. Site secret d'Arabaki. Baki, je sais pas comment ça se dit, mais bon. Allez, go.
Are we inside Arahabaki? This feels different than the place we visited on that field trip. I don't recognize it at all.
It's installed below Suo. It goes down pretty far, but only the upper levels are open to the public.
I believe this is the secure site where they control it. Fubuki was only allowed restricted access, so we don't know much.
We should be able to access it from somewhere around here.
It doesn't look like there's anyone suspicious around. But I do see that it's softly big in there.
Got it. Tell me when you see something. First, let's look for an access terminal.
Kaito wouldn't even listen to us about stopping the war with Seiran.
It seemed like he stopped listening as soon as he heard Togetsu was involved.
He was shocked. He didn't think you'd turn against him.
Yeah. I was surprised too, but I'm glad I said what I wanted to.
You didn't have many opportunities to speak frankly with the chief?
Not at all. We've never been close. My brother has always followed in our father's footsteps, unlike me. I think my brother just did what he thought was right. I still can't forgive him though.
Just because you're brothers doesn't necessarily mean you understand each other. There was a lot I didn't get about my brother.
Former Major General Karin seems like he's a bigger problem than my brother. Us younger brothers have it hard.
We do?
Something's coming at 10 o'clock. Is that another?
What? People use this place. What's an other doing here?
I see it too. Did someone realize you were there and lure it in?
Maybe... No. There's no point thinking about that.
We just have to be careful.
Ok. Parfait. Très bien, très bien. Bon, ça a l'air assez joli ici pour l'instant, hein, d'après ce qu'on voit. Choisissez un terminal d'accès. Très bien. Bon, bah avancez. L2. L2, c'est quoi ça? Allez, allez, allez. Ça doit être un pont, je crois, ou un truc comme ça. Ouais, voilà, c'est un pont. Très bien. Oula, doucement. C'est très solide. Encore des ennemis. Ok. Bon, bah pour une fois qu'on n'affronte pas des ennemis, là, ça fait plaisir. Ah, oh, calme-toi. Lui, il est fou, lui. Allez, prends ça dans ta tête. Allez, hop. Et... boum. Voilà, bim. Vas-y, enchaîne, vas-y, enchaîne. Et encore un. Voilà. Très bien. Il y a encore des ennemis. Il y a même des ennemis invisibles, hein, on dirait. Allez, casse-toi, toi. Voilà, parfait. Voilà, nickel. Il y a encore un ennemi là-bas au fond, je crois. Je sais pas, non? Ouais, il y en a des invisibles. Hein. Arrête de te téléporter, frère. Hein. Arrête de te téléporter, s'il te plaît. On va affronter celui qui est là-bas, déjà, pour commencer. Et après, on s'occupera de l'autre con, là, qui nous saoule plus tard. Allez, voilà, parfait. Enchaîne, enchaîne. Nickel. L2. Voilà, voilà. L'autre, là, l'invisible, là. Viens ici. Il est où? Il est où? Il est là-bas. Viens là, viens là, viens là. Toi, viens là, viens là, viens là. Arrête de t'enfuir. Viens ici. Non, mais j'ai pas besoin de help. Il faut que je l'attrape, celui-là. Je fais comment, là, pour l'attraper, ce guignol? Tac. Il a disparu, ce con, je le vois même plus. Il était là il y a 2 secondes. Je peux pas passer par là, hein. Il y a un truc là-bas au fond, on dirait. Ouais. Ah, il y a un point de sauvegarde, là, je le vois. Ouais, il y a un point de sauvegarde juste de l'autre côté, donc il faut que j'atteigne la... Il faut que je le tue, quoi, cette bestiole, pour pouvoir avancer. Sinon, je vais rester là pendant 2 heures. Bon, viens là, toi. Oh là là, il est relou. C'est dommage qu'il n'y ait pas de missile ou un truc comme ça pour l'attaquer, ce guignol. Allez, vas-y, voilà, c'est bon, je l'ai eu. Allez, vas-y. Lève-moi cette merde. Allez, allez, casse-toi. Voilà, L2, boum. Ok, bon. Nickel. Bon. Voyons voir. À droite, je sais pas si c'est ouvert. Si la porte est ouverte ou pas, je sais pas. À gauche, je ne sais pas. À gauche, à gauche, à gauche. Est-ce que je peux y aller par là? Non, ça me bloque le truc. D'accord. Ok. Il n'y a pas d'autres ennemis, hein, on est d'accord? Je vérifie, on sait jamais. Bon. Il n'y a personne d'autre. Bon, on va avancer par là. On va faire la point de sauvegarde. Et je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là, les amis. Pour cette 10e partie, il me semble, je crois. J'espère que ça vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à partager, à vous abonner évidemment. Et on se retrouvera très prochainement pour la suite de l'aventure sur Scarlet Nexus, évidemment. Et je pense que ça va exploser dans tous les sens dans la 11e partie. Allez, à la prochaine. Ciao, bye bye.